All right. Hey, it's BougieBro. I'm going to talk about everybody's favorite internet service providers. So you probably wonder sometimes if you love your internet service provider, please comment. I personally do not. And you start looking at it, why? It's like, how could this company exist, right? This company, your normal internet service provider, breaks down this way. At one point, they were given huge concessions to build out some form of internet fiber or internet service in areas that might not have been as lucrative to provide that. So part of this concession, they were given a local quasi-monopoly, right? And oftentimes the government's pretty hands-off, right, with these providers. If hands-off doesn't mean they have no relations, it's just like they are given a lot of leeway in a way that most companies are not. Often means that you don't have consumer choice, right? So you go to area, you're like, wow, if you don't like the ISP, guess what? So what? Don't have internet, right? Those are a big option. Some states, some up-and-coming providers will come about sometimes, but they won't step on those. They won't do that, right? They won't interfere with your internet service provider, your big one, right? So Starlink comes along, right? Satellite. I don't want to get into the politics. Elon Musk. This is not about that. This is about using the tools that enable you the ability to live the lifestyle and the safety that you need for your family, right? ISP long hold times. Just customer service makes it so hard. It's like these archaic systems. I had a real issue with my ISP. We were moving within their service area just to another location. And it's like the most difficult thing in the world, right? Like, how is this possible? So we're looking at the possibility of what would Starlink mean, right? Starlink basically clusters satellites and they're able to provide internet coverage to areas that previously have not had access or not had competition. So I hope to unroll Starlink here. And with Starlink, you can take the hardware with you other places and set up wherever you are. Right? So that's pretty big. So it's coverage everywhere. That hardware will allow you to access your... This is not an endorsement. Not yet. Elon called me, right? But... yeah, but this is kind of like the idea of that's the perfect in-between step. If you want to homestead Starlink, and that way you're not like, oh, we don't have that service area, or we only offer this option in your area. For most of the U.S. now, it's rolling out more and more areas. You can probably take Starlink with you most places. So if you started off homesteading, you got in a situation where you're like, hey, I would like to actually go off-grid, Starlink may be an option for you. So we're going to be going over that. I hate the way ISPs, everything about ISP, right? Sometimes I don't hate internet service providers in principle, but what they become. They have archaic technology. They don't invest in innovation. They know they're the only game in town, and they pander you. And yeah, so that was the times down. So I want to embrace the latest things. That's what off-grid means to me, or homesteading. Doesn't mean you have to live in the 1800s. It means that you're living on your terms within reason, right? Like, for example, no one said anything here, but like, let me show you. So you gotta be careful. I'm in a cold climate, but it's not a great idea. I have this tarp down, and for example, it's gonna pool water, and water can encourage insects, to breed. So yeah, I'm gonna come out here later and just, knock out that water, make sure it's not pooling. There's no HOAs here, but good neighborly, good community building is always great. The little things you do could affect somebody's in a positive or negative way. But yeah, so that's what, to me, homesteading, off-gridding mean for me. Like, hey, how do I want to take these tools, the latest tools and technology, to live a better life and have more options? Thank you.